Hearing none, I have a few comments of my own before we go to a vote. The one thing I would ask before we get into any more discussion, I would just like to ask some respect when the vote is taken. Everyone has been, for the most part, respectful to this council. I know anyone that has contacted me has always been honest, or appeared honest, but more importantly, they've been respectful. And I just ask that that continue through the rest of tonight, whatever way the vote goes. I think that's fair for everyone in the room. The other point that I'd like to make, and I will say it right up front, I was opposed to this idea before I was in favor of it. And I grew to be in favor of the idea because there was the potential for some significant benefit to the city of Woonsocket and the residents of Woonsocket. And as we worked, and I will say this, I have been so impressed with the integrity and the cooperation of this council, working with everyone who we've been asked to sit and talk with. The dialogue among the 7 people sitting here has been unmatched in many years. This is a phenomenal group. And you can exclude me, I'm going to comment on the 6 people that are sitting with me. It is a phenomenal group of people who truly have the best interest of the city at heart. And whatever the results and whatever side of those results you fall on, I hope that one day you thank everybody for the work they put into this, because believe me, it was extensive. That being said, I grew to like the idea. And this council made some proposals, and we had some suggestions, and we had some requirements. Some things that were going to benefit the city, some things that were going to protect the city. And as we moved along, yes, there was unnecessary pauses of time where we wasted time, but as we moved forward, I felt like we were going to get to a point where I would be comfortable going to my constituents and saying, look what this council has done for you. We have these protections in place, and we have this financial benefit that will be unmatched by anything we can do in the near future. And what happened is that began to deteriorate in my mind. And limits that we had imposed for water usage maximum were then removed. Financial compensation that we were looking for was reduced. And words that were in a contract that we're being asked to approve tonight became very unclear and, quite honestly, not beneficial to the city of Woonsocket. And a lot of people from Woonsocket, the majority of people in Woonsocket, have said no to me when they talk to me about this. But there have been some people who have said, I think it's a good idea because we need the money. And we start having a dialogue, and when I tell them that, well, there's no restrictions on the amount of water that they can take. There's no restrictions on the number of trucks, or there's no restrictions on the gallons per day, or the limits on the gallons per day have gone up from the anticipated 20,000 for whatever the things are. People were making decisions on both sides in a vacuum of facts. I will tell you, this council has made their decision with every fact that we could acquire. And I hope that when this is all said and done, everyone will realize that whichever way the vote goes, it is the best vote for the city, and I hope that we can just move forward from this. This is one bump in this council's 2 years of service, and we need to move on. There's many more things that are much more important to the city of Woonsocket and the residents of Woonsocket than whether or not we sell water to Invenergy. With that being said, I will just close by saying I will not be supporting this evening for the simple reason that it is a bad contract, it is a bad deal, and it is a bad arrangement for the people of Woonsocket. And I will not have my name associated with anything that I believe is not in the best interest of the city. And I would beg anyone to read the January 6th contract and tell me that you feel comfortable that Woonsocket is appropriately protected. It's not there.